live the legacy.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you better.
You gotta live the legacy.
So I ended up selling drugs, and I was paying the bills. I was taking care of my brother.
Excited. I know parents are excited. You're sending me.
Are you sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able to submit.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. First, before I say anything, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I hope my sister get this. Happy birthday, Rhonda. Happy birthday. Hey, I just wanted to get that out before I forget. I know me. I might get to going, and I need to get it out. Today is my sister's birthday, and I just wanted to say happy birthday to her this morning. Woo, we getting old. We getting
Tell me
old,
about
girl.
it.
We getting old. My God.
Everybody around me is getting old. I want to give a couple of birthday shout outs. So I want to give a shout out to Big Will. He is known as Daddy, Poppy, husband, friend,
Happy
uncle,
birthday.
godfather. And I also want to give a shout out to Colette. Big Colette. Both
Oh
of
my
y'all done
God.
hit those big numbers.
Yes. Boo. Oh my God. We get old. I'm just gonna say it like that. We get old. Well, let me talk about what's in my cup. Well, I just still have that great value coffee. And of course, my delicious cinnamon bun delight creamer and a whole lot of sugar. A whole lot of sugar. Can't you tell? A whole lot of sugar. What you got? Good? Well, let me present to some and introduce to other. And whoever don't know her, that's my BFF, my friend, my ride and die. Fine. What's up,
That's right.
girl? What's up,
Good
girl?
morning, good morning, good morning. I am drinking some Dunkin' Donuts coffee this morning with a shot of hazelnut, couple of shots of hazelnut, and some equal. That's what I'm drinking. Some Dunkin'
Okay.
in the house.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me just go ahead on and get. You know what? I am excited because we are starting new things. We are doing some new stuff now. We're
Yes.
actually coming forth, and we're looking to have more people come on, and we're doing a thing called sponsorship. Well,
Yes.
today, our spot, today, What's in a Bag is brought to you by one of the most precious people. Before I say that, this young lady, well, I don't even know how to express this. Well, today is brought to you by I See Me. I See Me. Well, I See Me is brought to you by this wonderful person right here. Hello, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning. So you go ahead on and talk about I See Me. Go ahead on.
Sure. So, good morning. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for having me on. I so do appreciate you
Yeah.
and this opportunity. But I See Me is an
Um,
organization
mm-hmm.
um, that powers the survivors of abuse by helping
Mm.
them, number one, rediscover their inner strength, use and amplify their voice, and reconstruct their daily lives through the power of community. Simply put, what I See Me organization does is we assist you with rebuilding and rediscovering your identity. Because so
Wow.
many times
Yes.
victims of abuse lose their identity, they lose who they
That's
really
right.
are
That's right.
Mhm.
when trying to appease or become someone else, especially in narcissistic, abusive relationships. So that's what we do. And I'm very
Oh wow.
excited to be working with individuals from Pennsylvania to New Jersey to California. This thing is growing,
Wow.
and it's a blessing to be an
Wow.
Wow.
instrument.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
y'all can see right there, I see me. It's www.ICS. No, don't say C because that's word C. So it's ISEEMEClearly.com. I see me clearly.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
I
Yeah.
do. I like that.
Even the way it rolls off my tongue. Hey Chanel, good morning. It rolls. I see me clearly. So basically, you're helping people through domestic violence or that's been going through abuse. Is that like with the moms, the fathers, the family? What type of abusers? I see is under.
Yes, so we specialize, our specialty, we were created to assist those, especially with narcissistic abuse. A lot of people are not familiar with what that term is, although it's a more popular jargon nowadays, that's on the circuit,
Right.
but it covers all types of abuse, like verbal abuse, emotional, mental, psychological,
Wow.
financial. Of course, we know about physical because that's how people identify that you were abused
Right.
because they see scars. But what
Right.
about the scars that you don't see, that
Yeah.
you and me and other individuals walk around with carrying on a
Mm.
daily basis? So those are the things
Wow.
that we try to help people work through, and through the power and support of community. And that's an emotional support group that meets online every week, Tuesdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern
Wow.
Standard Time. So if anyone that you know or may be watching this think that you could utilize this service, go onto the website, see the different things that we do offer. And if it's something that we cannot do, we have community linkages where we will link you to
Mm.
professionals, where we will help
Wow.
you to get the help and the support that you need. I mean, the goal overall is healing. The overall
Right.
goal is not just healing physically, but the whole entire person is what I'm after: mind,
Wow.
Mm.
body, and soul.
Love
Wow.
it.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
And I just got one more question, Dion. When you see yourself really helping these people, because like what what's in the bag, I'm just saying, do you see this as something that you had to deal with? Is that favored you to be wanted to be part to do this like kind of helping other people? What was your goal? What is the goal for you to with this?
Yeah, that's a great question. And of course, experience is the best teacher. So I myself have been, I don't like to say a victim. I'm still
Hmm.
here, so I'm considering myself a survivor.
Right.
So
Mm.
I
Okay.
myself have personally walked through a narcissistic abuse, had
Yeah.
various relationships, and you would think that you would know the signs, but they show up differently. And
Yes.
so, through each of those experiences, they all have taught me enough now that I want to be able to help someone else through that particular type of relationship because it's crazy the things and the arms and the different character traits that a narcissist have and the different tools that they use to manipulate and gaslight and
Mm,
love bomb and
mm,
hoover, like all of these different things that you don't even know that you're being played because it comes off being so genuine and
Wow.
mm.
authentic.
Mm.
It's really not. Yeah, they use you to benefit them.
Yeah. I just wanted to get that out because it's hard to listen to people talk to you unless they kind of experience, because at least went through it, and I went with that, and I know who you are. So thank you so much, Dion. We
Yeah.
are
Thank
looking
you.
now.
Thank
Like
you
she
for
said,
having me.
if you know anybody, or if you probably need, pop in, check it out. It's www.iseemeclearly.com. It ain't nothing wrong with going and peeking and see what's going on up in here. Be a little nosy and find out if this is one of the things that you have to be dealing with too. I love you, girl. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
God bless you.
I
Thank
love
Have
you
good
you.
too. Thank
service,
y'all both
girl.
for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Have a
Thank you.
wonderful service this morning.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. God bless
Thank
you.
you so much.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
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 Hey, good morning, y'all. Hey, Rhonda, you just got on, didn't you? I said happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'll go. You got to go in the beginning because I think you just came on. I don't know if you've seen it. Good morning, Daddy. I love you.
Happy birthday, sissy.
Happy birthday. Yes, girl. You getting old. I keep saying it, but you're getting old. Yeah, I'm older, but I just letting you know that you're coming with me. Man, so I really am enjoying the fact that, you're welcome. I'm enjoying the fact that I can come on What's in a Bag and be naked and not ashamed. And most of the times people just looking at, What's in the Bag is something being entertaining. But I see so much healing in What's in the Bag because there's a lot of people coming on, and not only are they expressing where they've been and where they at and where they're going, we're actually getting people to empty out their bags. And it has a lot to do with our lives. We can kind of relate to it and understand. Well, one thing I said, I'm sorry, let me take this banner down. Yeah, y'all. Anyway, one thing I want to talk about, because this is in my bag. This is definitely in my bag. The family dynamics, how it changes when you lose a loved one. I just feel that this is something that is, we go through things like this, and nobody really wants to talk about it. We see it, and it happens, and it becomes a norm because we don't talk about it and realize that sometimes we got to kind of get an idea of it by giving a voice to the voiceless and let you say what is on your mind. So whereas this platform is one of those things where I feel that we can talk about it. If it's an ouch, it's maybe something that God is telling you that maybe you need to be working on. If it's a oh man, yup, I agree. It's some way maybe you'll be in alignment with what somebody's thinking or feeling. I'm just saying, this is what the platform is about. So today this week, because in my bag, I have just lost my mom. This was May the 2nd, and of course it's still fresh. I still cry every day. I still walk this every day. I run from it, try anyway, every day. It's affecting me. That's why we talked about the emotion and effect of it the week before last. Well, now we're going to talk about the dynamics of the family and how it changes, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not just going to come in and just start talking about this. I really kind of went on and kind of did a little research and talked about and see what the people out there was saying, the different, the let me see how I could put it. Why do death change the family dynamics?
Dynamics, yeah.
Yeah. Why is it that a loved one, and normally that glue, I'm going to talk from my experience, not from anybody else's. That glue, when that glue come apart, or when that glue finally is not stickable anymore and it's gone, and we have to pull it off and pull it apart, we start changing. Everything's changing. But the question I said, is it really that it changed the dynamics, or is it that things is not as important to us to keep you know what I'm saying? We just be who we are. I just say it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Is
yeah.
it because that glue is going now? You know, we can actually show who we really are. Is it? You know what I'm saying? Or it's just the fact that
Whew.
you know. I mean, you understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Go ahead.
I do, but after the loss of dad, it, like you said, that glue, and sometimes you don't realize that matriarch or that patriarch, that they are the one that's keeping everything together and holding everything together. So it's like you have this wound, and they've been a band-aid for so long,
Yeah.
and nobody thought to start putting those stitches in while they were here. So now that band-aid is ripped off, that wound is open again, and it's not healing. It hasn't healed. It's just kind of, and speaking from my experience, everything is just kind of stagnant right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we are what, 3 years in? We're 3 years in of losing daddy, and it's
Still don't
it's
know
it's
what to
different.
do. It's like, you
No.
know, um, you like, okay, well now since mommy's gone or daddy's gone or grandma's gone or this person gone, you like what to do next. You know,
What
because
to do next?
that was one of the things I cried about. I said, what are we gonna do? I asked that question. I literally asked my siblings. I wanted to know what we gonna do. Cause I knew when that glue, when that came, when we have that no more, it's like, okay, what we gonna do? Mommy kept it where, you know, it was important for her children, to stay together, bond together. Mommy made that importance.
Yeah,
So, but 97%, 98% of the times, my siblings are on the phone. I mean, on here, mommy was there. She always had. We carried a lot of the way of making sure that the family would come together, and we did Thanksgivings. We did things, and mommy was that person that we
yeah,
made sure that you know that, Yvonne.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we had it like that. So now mommy's gone.
I'm choking up because, like you said, mommy's gone. Well, it was May the 2nd. Daddy December the 23rd of 2020, and I cannot remember the last time my family and I got together. And we were one of those families that got together. And Marvina, you know this. We got together for everything. We celebrated everything. Girl, what you doing? Going to mom and daddy's house. What y'all up to? Oh, we just throwing some meat on the grill. We just playing some cards. I cannot remember the last time that we just got together, and
It's like,
it breaks my heart.
yeah, because it's like, and then not just say this. When I get around, the family, it's like it's not the same. It's like you missing a
Right.
part. It's of you is gone. I mean, like you said, it's made for us, for me and my family, but it's still, you gotta make you gotta understand that if you don't get a grasp of what's going on, that it will tear us apart. We won't, you know, if you don't. So, as I said, why do death change the family dynamics? One reason that uh, I put this up here that I read about was unresolved issues.
Mm-hmm.
We pretend, um, most of the times, that while that glue is here, that because we're so busy trying to keep the peace, that once that glue comes, that peace seems like it's gone. You lot of old things, unresolved issues come up. People see you certain ways. They you know, and if you don't find a way to to resolve those issues, and it could be stuff way back when your childhood, just
When you were kids,
stuff,
yeah.
and because you never resolve that issue, that becomes the characteristics of the person that you see them as, and you don't see them, as grown, or as that stuff no longer really exists. The only reason why it's so powerful is because you continue to keep it in you, and you bringing it out, and you looking at it, and you feeling these things. So that's what keeps things like that alive.
Mhm.
We can had a banged out argument when I was 12 years old, and I'm never resolved that issue. And by the time we're 50 something, I'm still leaving. It's alive because it's never been resolved. I look at you
Mhm.
and still have those issues with you. I'm just giving you an example. I'm just saying that if you don't resolve issues, of course, when the family glue breaks apart or is gone, is no longer, that the whole family starts to disintegrate. It doesn't, y'all, we don't, the bond is no longer there because you never resolved issues. You just, if you have something to say about that, Yvonne, I'm gonna go ahead and get that to you.
Yeah, I do agree about the unresolved issues. I have 5 siblings, all girls. So, I think all girls makes it a little bit, a little bit harder. And growing up, because of our age differences, it's like my older sister and I were pretty close. Then the next 4 were pretty close because it's that gap in there. Um, and so sometimes I think that alone caused an issue there. That gap in there, and then they went through some things while still at home, but my older sister and I had moved out.
Mm,
And so a lot of times, I've even had them say, "Oh, you left us," or "You left us behind," and those issues, like you said, were never resolved. So
right.
as we got older, we may have just kind of been quiet about it, and because especially dad was like, "Ooh, don't say that," or, "Oh, you shouldn't," and he used to instill in us, all you have is each other. So you take it the way that it comes, but it was never a thing of, let's rework on these issues, let's resolve these issues, let's get to a place to where you understand them and they understand you. So when he left us, now we're back to, it's like we're back to square one, and in order for us to get to the next level, and you said this before, we have to work on resolving the underlying issues, because they're only going to continue to fester.
Yeah. Well, that's another one that I loved. Let's see. This is another one. Different ways of coping. Everybody grieve differently. We all trying to get along, whatever, to that. But let me just say this for me, because I am, because of the relationship my mom and I had, I try my best not to mourn or cry, or every time I'm being, because everywhere I go, I feel like crying, but because I know that somebody maybe around me are not that type of person who wants to cry all the time, or wants to see me crying all the time, or I want to talk about my mom. I'll talk about my mom all day long. Mommy this, mommy that. But some people that I'm around, they feel that they don't want to. They don't want to talk about it. They would rather try to just leave it where it is. And I have to be able to cope or deal with, in that person the same way. We have to learn how to deal with the way one of us or all of us we even mourn. And
Mhm.
that can literally hurt the dynamics of the family, because if I'm that type of person that want to talk all the time about mommy, 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 and another person, they don't want to talk about mommy. That's all she thought. She can't get. You get that resent resentment feeling, like,
Mhm. Mhm.
and
Ooh.
yeah, yeah. Go
You
ahead, go
you
ahead.
al-
I know
you
you.
almost you almost feel like no one is there for you. Like you can be everything for everybody else. You can give your shoulder here, you can give your shoulder there, but when you need a shoulder, yeah, because I've had people tell me, "Come on now, it's been a while. You should be over that or beyond that." And I'm like, I'll never get over that. You got a lot of people don't know how often I still cry about it. I can hear his voice. I cry for the loss of our family because our family, like I said, it's not the same. And I have one sister that shut herself completely off. I have another sister that started back drinking. I had another sister that became so angry that she would kind of all of a sudden just kind of snap and go off on people, and we kind of looking like what's going on. And then I have a sister that lives out of state, and she kind of stayed away. And then I have a sister that lives in state that's staying away. And like I said, it really changed. It really did change the dynamics. And what I had to understand, because I had a nephew say, "Oh, nobody likes each other anymore." It's not that. We're still grieving, and everybody has their own way of
Cope.
coping. Because when everything happened, it was protect mom. So now it is a thing of, okay, we've done all we still protect mom, but now it's starting to hit us to where we have to process it and fully understand it. And and then my sister, the one that got angry, she said, "I just kind of feel like we never got a chance to talk to dad before he left here to find out what his next steps were or what his roadmap was for us to take care of mom and all this other kind of stuff." So it's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot.
And I don't want to, I don't want to push it, because I know we can talk about this age, relationship, and roles. You know, we all have just older people, or the older ones who've been with mommy or been with daddy or been with grandma, been with auntie, been with whoever. They,
Mhm.
they kind of know them a little than the younger ones do. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of know our roles, but you got the grandparents, you got the grandkids or whatever, and but we got this role in our lives that we feel. I'm just gonna say it's the entitlement role. The
Come on
entitlement
now.
role. I can sit on here and talk about the entitlement role. That it bothers me that people are feeling so entitled to things, people, places, because of their
Yeah.
age, their relationships. Is there the entitlement role? It really, I've seen it in so many, when it comes to death, people in there, and because you this and because you feel that thing supposed to be given to you, and this is your way and that way.
Mm,
This this
mm.
entitlement role, it really strikes me to be so crazy, because first of all, I feel like it wasn't yours to take, to give, to
Come
do
on.
whatever. It's not yours to, and if there, and I'm gonna say, if there's no will, if there's no, no writing stating things goes the way it goes, to me, it's about alignment. It's if you're there at the time, or if it's given to you at the time, or your relationship with that person during the time it was what it is. You can't get an entitlement on top of, with things as a role, as a, and I don't try to be so nice with this, but I'm just so sad that this entitlement, people, and how they feel about
It,
entitlement. Go ahead.
ooh, that is the biggest destroyer. That is the biggest destroyer. And you call it entitlement. I call it financial windfall. Sometimes, unfortunately, when people pass away, people feel like, "Oh my God, this is a financial windfall for me." And
come up.
Dad had a will, right? A come up. Dad had a will, and Dad was always when he was here. It was his role and responsibility was to take care of his wife and his daughters. And he would tell you, it's not my responsibility to take care of my grandchildren, the nieces, nephews, my sisters, or my brothers. But we had it to where we had aunties and family members calling up saying, "Well, let me have this." Or Arthur wanted me to have them. Da, 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 da. And oh, well, I know that so and so got this, so I need this, that, and the third. No, the way that typically works is that whoever the surviving spouse is, everything that they had, that's theirs. Now, when they're gone, then that goes to their siblings. But it's like what is it, supermarket sweep, where everybody goes in, they just running around trying. And that's the way that it came across, to where we had to stand tall and strong and say, no, this is not going to happen like this on our watch. And so, like
Exactly.
you said, a come up, a financial windfall, and it tears people,
It,
it tears people
it
apart.
does. It
It
tears
does.
people apart. It's always, I'm sorry, it's called alignment. If that person did not have it in right and where it was supposed to go, I'm just gonna be honest. And I know, your situation. I'm just saying, in situation, even when you was telling about, the funeral you went to in Pennsylvania, and it's people just don't understand. It's not come up
Yeah,
time. It's not time come up.
exactly.
And where it goes, that's where it's going to go. And sometimes you don't have no choice in the matter. Things just happens the way it happens. Now
Just
I got
accept it
another
and move
one.
on.
That's got to heighten stress and emotions.
Ooh.
We all everybody we all mourning, emotions. We're emotionally crazy. Sometimes it gets to the point we want to lash out. We want to fight. Sometimes we even go into hiding. We don't want to be bothered with anybody. We close
Yeah.
off. Sometimes we just keep going and moving all around. We're just stressed and emotion. This is something like we talked about last week. The effects of
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me, the effects of it. Now, this one right here, I really want to talk about. Too close for comfort. I really want to talk about this one because I feel like this is one that we really need to look at. Because sometimes when we get together, we're not used to being together and doing things. And I commend my siblings because even though we had a lot of difference, we knew and understood what we were supposed to do and who we were supposed to do it for.
Mhm.
And I love this because these are the few things what I mean by too close for comfort. This is things that we have to look for because see, if you don't, it will it will it will separate us. And during uh this time of grieving, during this time of trying to get your loved ones from in the ground and that and all that stuff, the closeness that you have to have with one another sometimes will blow us blow up because everybody's different.
Mhm.
Even
Mhm.
before the transition of the loved one, maybe we wasn't even getting along at that time. We probably wasn't even. We were cool because we're siblings, or we were cool because we're cousins, or we're grandkids, and all that stuff. But we was all our separate way. But when you have to come together,
Mhm.
sometimes it's too close for comfort. So we have to, number one, I put up here, respect each other's differences.
Mhm.
We all are different. I don't want another one of me. I gotta respect that. The person that is not me. They might want, like I said, they might not grieve like I'm grieving. They might not do the things that I'm doing during this time, and we're not looking at you as helpful or whatever. We got to respect each other's differences during
Mhm.
this time. And if you don't, That's another way you will things will blow up. Okay? I'm
Yes.
telling you,
Mm-hmm.
it will blow
Yeah.
up. Okay? Focus on
Yeah.
the importance of your grieving.
Yes.
What's important? Y'all, what you need to get out, or the fact that everybody's grieving, everybody, what we got to get done, need to get done,
Or laying that person to
laying
rest.
that person to rest, all of that. That's what's important. What's important that you keep mommy, you keep daddy, keep grandparents, your children, whoever that loved one is that's closer to you. You keep that. That's the importance right now, and what they
Mm-hmm.
stand for. What was their meaning? What was the reason? The importance.
Right. Right.
Finds ways to restore control. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you up here trying to fight everybody and you arguing for it,
Mm.
every little thing become an issue to you. You got to find a way to some control, get some self control, because you
Yeah.
wreaking havoc. When you're havoc wreaking and things ain't looking your way, and you want to have temper tantrums, or you got to find a way to restore your control.
That's right. Control. Control
Control
and respect.
and respect. I like
Control
that.
and respect. You, I have to, I have, and I said this to Marvina, and I say this with the rest of the siblings on here as well. I applaud you guys, and my heart swell with pride knowing you guys and how you guys handle the services and everything for mommy. It was beautiful. Um, my family, I love the way we came together and we handled everything for dad. And I'm speaking on this because when my sister-in-law passed away, there was not that union.
Your mic
We're gonna come together.
I'm sorry, your mic is, I don't know if you know, it's got I don't know, sizzling noise. Did you fix your mic?
Uh,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I think that's something else. I don't think it's the mic.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm
Um,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. But there wasn't a on one accord, if that makes sense. And when tragedy strikes like this, you have to get together and become lay your such a like Marvina said, such a differences aside and get on one accord to lay this person to rest in decency and in order.
Yes.
So my hat was off. My hat was off to you guys.
Yeah, we did.
Everything
Me
beautiful.
too. I was just It's like my mom knew this was your role. This was your
Yeah,
role. You make sure, and
yeah,
we learned. And there's another thing. We communicated kindly, because sometimes we wanted to beat. Sometimes we. But we also knew we was grieving. The importance of
yeah.
making sure everybody understand that we know each other are grieving. We knew that. We made that. That's priority. Find the heart to forgive during that time, especially now. We just got to learn to forgive. I'm just going to go ahead on and push on some of this, and make plans to talk to someone. You know, right now, I find that even now, talking to somebody, checking in, um, letting people hear me, not talking about everybody else. I do that now, and I was told that it's not during the time of the laying your loved one to rest, that everybody's talking to you. It's afterwards that you don't get those calls and stuff anymore. Well, I'm not the one waiting for you to call me, because I need it. So I'm gonna call you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to get the help. I'm going to communicate this, because this hurts. So since I know that, and I was told that the phone call stopped on your end, because I know you got a life, but I'm still bugging. So I'm going to find you, and I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to need you to talk to me, and just give me 5-10 minutes, and I will leave you alone after that. But see, I do that now. Yeah, I do that because I know I got to get it out. Or if I'm sitting up here and riding and driving and everything I do, I cry, I cry, I cry. I don't want to, and I can't wait till next week, the week after next, when we talk about the stupid stuff that people say to you. Um, and yeah, bruh, I just had to. I had to go ahead on and get those out right quick because we had a few comments that I really wanted to bring up here right here.
Yeah.
Um, my sister, she said, you are able to care with card mommy and discuss your issues. Call. It's supposed to be call mommy and discuss your issues, and she would give her point of view. Your siblings can't always take construction criticisms. I know what you
Hmm.
mean. I don't want to talk about her every day or contracting contracting so often. But I do every day. I'm sorry. Some people can't handle it, and then I find a stranger and talk to him. That works
Hmm.
for me. I tell somebody in a minute I just love my mama because I gotta get it out. And see, I'm that person. I'm sorry, I'm not that person that holds. It's hard because if I hold it, I'm going. It's I don't see life, you know, without mommy. If I keep it all in. But when I
Hmm.
release it like I'm doing now, I can see life because people talk to me and tell me their hopes and strengths. So I get it. Then there's
Yeah.
some that don't want to talk about it at all. That's the way they live their life. I'm good with them.
Well, you know what I say? I say better out than in because you hold all that in. And you know me, I was going down that rabbit hole while I was home, but you wouldn't let me go down that rabbit
No,
hole.
ma'am.
So I applaud you for getting it, for getting it
Me
out.
too. You do me the same
Yeah.
way. You do me the
Oh
same
yeah.
way.
Oh
You do me
yeah.
the same
Yes,
way.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes I'm even when she be talking about "When you look at the good. I don't want to listen to no good stuff. What you talking? Ooh, I'm one of them
But I
hard
can't help
ones.
it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. I try to find the good in everything. So,
Yep.
woo. But yes, yes, yes.
Could you see what my sister said right here? Wait.
Hold on. Let me go down to it. Where it is at?
When
I just
things
saw
are
it.
done in decency and order and done together, there should be no entitlement. That's true. Ain't no
Yes,
such thing.
that's true.
Be
That's
honest with
true.
you. There's no entitlement.
Mhm.
There's none.
That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
and the problem, the decency and order, you don't even really know what the decency and order is because to one person it could be decency and order, and to you or another person it might not be. Only
Mhm.
decency and order especially when it's things done, you know, given to you or whatever. Only way it can actually make sense if it's being seen because everything is just up in the air. It's like a up in the air.
Mhm.
So you don't really know the order of like this time. It's all the way the emotional part. It's all the emotional part you had with that person. Because let me say something. We get so caught up on stuff.
Mm.
Everything is stuff. And when you
Everything is
leave,
stuff.
that stuff stays. You just want
Mhm.
to see the stuff. Well, during the time
Mhm.
that you're here, you want the stuff to be in your possession. But when you don't
Mm.
understand that there's really no order to this, but you live, you die. Everything in between is just a gift from God that He's allowing you to get, be able to deal with, be able to come forth to be with. This is all between stuff. And it's the way you
Mhm.
start looking at it and perceiving it.
Yeah.
It's that's the decency and that's the order. All the
That's
rest
it.
is
Yeah.
what it is. It's called life. Go
Yeah.
ahead, girl.
Yeah. Di said, let me kind of make this a little bit larger.
Yeah.
She said the stages of death, everybody go through them differently. And that
Yep.
is such a true statement. That is
Yep.
such a true statement. And let me just kind of piggyback off of that. Because people process grief differently doesn't mean that the way they're processing their grief is
It's
wrong.
all
So when you're dealing with somebody that's going through grief, that's struggling with grief, don't condemn them, don't put
that's
them
right.
down, don't make and like Marvina said, in a couple of weeks when we have the next part of this. I can't wait for some of those comments that, because I know the comments, some of the crazy comments I received. I know some of the ones that she's received. So don't be so insensitive, because at some point in time, you are going to go through the exact same thing. Just
Everybody
know
do.
that. Yeah.
Everyone do. Everyone goes through it. Everyone. And let me say this, Sissy. That's why I'm to that point to letting people be where they're at. If
Mhm.
my thing is, if I see a difference in the way you're acting or whatever, I'm gonna let you. You have to be where you at, because I'm going to say to myself, okay, and I know that you're grieving. Okay, you're grieving, even though sometimes the way you acting, you already been acting like that anyway. You are That's the type of person you are. But I'll rather shove it off to grieving and understand that we have to let people be where they're at to keep your peace of mind, keep that energy, that good energy. To try not to bring that bad energy in. So if it's they're grieving, whatever way they're grieving, like you said, they may be. I'm one of them criers. I'm always talking about her. I'm always wanting to, I always see her and everything. So I'm that griever. But then you might
Mhm.
have that griever that don't want to do all of that, and not even
Yeah.
into all of that. You're over the top. I don't, girl. But anyway, like you said, different. We are I don't really know, even though maybe, we might have similar ways that we're grieving. I think everybody has a difference somewhere. There's somewhere there's a
Mhm.
difference in the way they're grieving. Everyone. I talk to
That's
mommy
right.
every day. Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yep. I talk to
Right,
Daddy
mommy?
every day.
Right, mommy? Every day. I got to. Got to keep some
Yeah.
type of feeling that she's here, trying to hold. And it's funny that there's other religions. They think that after we're gone, we're gone. There's nothing there. There's no one there. But I asking myself, why do you feel? I mean, where's them signs and wonders? You don't see the signs and wonders. You don't see where something is different. Like a little. Sometimes on my forehead, I'll never. I feel a little tingly feeling, and I'm saying to myself, "Is mommy kissing me?" Just some hope. You know what I'm saying? Just to feel like she's here. And my mom, and I think just about all of our siblings. I don't know if my brother, but we all made our little space mural for our mom, and pictures and things like that. Because this is hard. And I feel that what we're doing right now is talking about it and putting, it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be easy. Like, mm, I just feel like we'll be able to tolerate it a little more. You know, um, so for me to be able to get on what's in the bag and talk about it, and we did it in four parts because it's a lot more to this. I done spoke to
Mhm.
people all the time talking about how they're still grieving, and their mother and father has been gone for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. I'm just saying, babies when they were came in, they were babies, but they still longing for the mommy, or
Yeah.
daddy, or whoever left. You know, Grieving comes all kinds of ways. And
Yes, ma'am.
and I feel that it's really up to that person, how they're be able to deal with it. You know,
Mhm.
um, but I just love this conversation because I just wanted to talk about, the few things that how our family dynamics can change. And let me say this: all you who are out there, the who's looking to be what we call matriarchs and
I was
Things
getting
like that. You're the matriarch of your group. It's up to you to be the glue of your group, your tribe, as the Bible say.
Mhm.
And I hope y'all get some of this out of this. Your tribe, you're the matriarch of your tribe. And you can
Yeah,
always see how good you're of a great or a bad matriarch you are by your tribe.
that's right.
So
That's right.
once our matriarch may she rest in peace, has transitioned, let's see what you're going to do with your tribe. Because we, as far as my family concerned, I'm just going to talk for my family because this is my bag. We had a good matriarch. And one thing we can take out of this, out of our matriarch, is LOVE, unconditionally.
Mhm.
That's when you're a matriarch of. You ain't no matriarch of me. No, you're not. Don't come on here talking about you trying to take me trying to be my matriarch. You know you not. You ain't my matriarch. I ain't yours. I'm just saying. I just had to put that out there. Girl, BFF, we have made it to
Mhm.
9:51, and we're gonna go ahead on and let's talk about some things that's going on in our near future. We are looking.
Yes.
We're talking now about uh um our our Facebook pages, our group pages. Um, I believe within the next week or two, we will be shutting down the group page. Um, Bittersweet because we started the group page with this. Thank you, mommy, for introducing. Yes, ma'am. Let me just gonna throw this up here because I know my sister need to. I mean, we need to see this. Thank you, mommy, for introducing us to God. We have a higher power to go to. I see so many mental health patients that don't know Him, and we love Him.
Yes. You better
Yes,
come on now.
ma'am. You come on with that. Come on with that. Come on with that. Um, but right now we're still open. We're still up. What's in the bag group page? We're still asking if only way we're gonna save the day with the group page if we get more interactions and people coming on and start talking. We don't have it. It's like so we do have we're actually going to have most of our uh segments we're gonna play on our What's in the Bag directory page, which the name will be What's in the Bag. Did we say we're going to change, or we just going to keep it as the directory
What's in
page?
the bag? Mhm.
Yep. What's in
Well,
the
it
bag?
won't be a it won't be a directory page anymore, but
No,
it'll still be what's in the bag.
it's still going to be What's in the Bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're actually looking to start directing everything to the What's in the Bag page. Um, uh, Not the group page. One thing about the group page also, they're not allowing us to stream on the group
Stream.
page.
Yeah.
We can't stream on the group page anymore. And What's in the Bag is about streaming. The only way we can stream on there if we share it, and then we're not allowed to see any of your comments or any of those things. So we have to make it easier for us to be able to go live. And the What's in the Bag page we're going to be able to do that. So we're going to send out invites. We're going to be sending out invites to each and every one of you that's on the group page. If you want to join in on the What's in the Bag page, which is basically for more of our streaming, our services. We're still going to put the services and things in there. We're actually going to be we're doing the sponsorships on there. We're going to, our sponsors, we're actually looking for people that wants to get sponsored on What's in the Bag. We're going to get better. Today was our first one. Of course, it's going to get better. But I think we're actually looking to do a sponsorship on that page also. Am I correct, Yvonne?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
and also YouTube, please, we're asking people to come on and join our YouTube page.
Help us grow our
What's
channel.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're looking to grow our channel. You're going to see some shorts. We're going to put some shorts out there. We actually have a What's in a Bag 21 Instagram page. Um, all the people that likes to Instagram instead of Facebook, or if you know your kids, we're looking to start putting our shorts and all the things on our Instagram page. So look to join that if you're an Instagram lover, because there's a lot of us out here who loves Instagram. I'm still learning Instagram. I'm still trying to get
Hmm.
the understanding of Instagram. Also, TikTok. Um, we're actually going to start going live on TikTok. So that's some things going on in the near future. If you see up on this bottom right here, it says "Buy me a coffee." I know y'all see that. Buy me a coffee. We're asking for support. We're asking for, if you just go to buymeacoffee.com/, what's in the bag 21. It will show you where, and I'm going to do a tutorial. BFF, we got to do a tutorial so we can show them
Yeah.
actually what it is. Because mainly what it is just a support page. It's like you click on buy me, so you can buy us a cup of coffee or 2 cups of coffee or how many of a cup of coffee you want. Also, on that page, you can actually become a subscriber of us. You can help by becoming part, which is low as $5 a month. All it is helping us move forward. um we're looking to get new headphones. You hear Yvonne's headphones. She said with her headphones. You hear Yvonne's headphones. We looking to get headphones. We need equipment. We're actually looking to move on into other parts. So I'm telling you, if y'all don't believe us, but every dime that if we once we get, we putting it in back. It's going, this live right here, live stream, it has to go. Who paying for it? It has to go,
Yeah.
it's same, just like any place, we need the support. So if you go ahead on and look for us on buymeacoffee.com/ what's in the bag 21. Check it out. See if you can help. We need the help. We love the help. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Go ahead, BFF. What you got to say? You all way in Chicago. Y'all, she in Chicago. She in
Well, listen to
Chicago.
well, listen to this, guys. I know that it's a touchy subject that we've been talking about for a little bit. But it's all to bring about awareness and healing. Awareness and healing, no more, no less. Thank you guys for joining. I don't know what the weather's like today,
It
but
is
as
hot.
always, is it
It's it's
well as
always hot.
hot? Well,
This time.
as always, whenever the good Lord allows us to see another day, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
So get out there and live life, and as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. Love you guys so much. Thank you for joining.
Yes, Yvonne, thank you, girl. Thank you, BFF, for always being there. She is in Chicago, y'all. She's on she's working. So this dedication. Because we are dedicated to y'all. We are dedicated to what's in the
Yeah.
bag. We are dedicated to get the awareness out. We're dedicated to just do what we have to do to show y'all the love we have for you unconditionally. No, no, nothing else, no strings attached. So love y'all.
Right.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day, week, and hours.